Right, Susan, we're about to get going. Good luck this weekend in the JWHL playoffs. Best of luck to you and your team. Dominate your shifts, keep your feet moving. All right, do the things you're doing and keep building. All right, what a great clip to start with. Okay, grab the puck coming off the bench. Find lots of space here. All right, you drive wide on the D, not going around, going through. And then I really loved how you recognized that you had some lane here. All right, and then you drove to that net. Okay, and I think too, maybe some other, we're just looking over your rushes and thinking about the whole season. I think maybe you try and force this through here to her in the past. All right, but I think you do a really good job shooting it on net. Best case scenario, maybe you shoot far pad and try and get there, but really good job driving the net and finding space in this clip. All right, I think you go short side high, maybe try and go low blocker, 5-hole or across. Just, I think, probably a little bit harder save for the goalie. And if they do save it, you get that nice rebound. Whereas if you miss short side, obviously it goes around the boards. All right, good puck protection clip here. All right, you're right down here. You pick up the puck. Ideally, if you can get it and move it up the wall, all right? But just looking at your past stuff that we're doing, I think you do a really good job of just not maybe putting it somewhere you're not sure of. So you're not sure maybe where to put it. So you continue to battle, protect the puck. You draw on a second defender. You also get help from your team. And you can see that even if the other team gets the puck out of here, they got pressure. You kind of got them trapped in here. All right, so it's not really, they don't necessarily have a ton of options, but a lot of the time, let's say a 50-50 battle, you win 50-50 of the time. All right, your team's able to get it, get a shot on net. All right, so really good job getting the puck, protecting it, and trying to find the next play, and it ends up being in your favor and going to your team so you can get a shot on net for offense. All right, I love this stuff. This is good stuff. Okay, coming up the wall. All right, what I'm going to encourage you to do here, though, all right, your head is up. All right, you have the puck in a good spot. I'm going to tell you, your strength is your speed, I think, and moving your feet. Move your feet through this space or up here and really force the defense to play you here, or you're going to come through, or you can move the puck. All right, but I really like this next play too. You come up, you create that space off the wall, all right, and you escape back. This is so good. All right, I'm so happy to see this. This is awesome. All right, use your feet there. Now you end up trying to get it to her, which is a really high level play in my mind. Like that, if that gets through to her, she definitely has a good shot. Love that you're trying to do that. That's a great play. You can also get your feet moving and try and drive towards the net. All right, maybe draw on this girl and move it to her. I think it's hard here that you put it on the inside, so you put it towards the defender, or maybe if you keep it towards the wall and try and get that space, try and get your body between the puck and the opponent. All right, but I like this play. I love the escape turn. I see exactly what you're trying to do. All right, and you guys don't lose possession of the puck. She ends up getting it. You fill in for F3 high. Great offensive play. Good job with the escape turn. You're buying possession. You're buying that time. You're wearing out the defense. You made a nice high level look. Didn't go through, but you kept possession. Really, really, really good stuff. All right, just a little defensive play here. All right, you're doing a good job coming through the middle, and you have your stick on her stick, pointed at her stick. What I would recommend is that once you, not to sweep here, but to keep that stick right on her stick and drive through. Excuse me. And then you want to face her and that puck. So you would just stop here. Maybe she runs into you, but if you don't dip your shoulders or really lean into her, I don't think you'll get a penalty. and really face her so she kind of runs into this wall. That's you, and then you're able to grab the puck there. All right, forechecking clip here. Uh, we're always working to dominate the shift with and without the puck. I think this is a really good example of just hunting the puck. All right, so you're working hard here. You're trying to cut off this lane. You do that. Then this player turns back. You stop, okay? And then look how quickly you jump off the wall to kind of get towards the middle of the ice because you want to cut her off again. All right, because of that, she has to rim it. Okay, is your job done? No, you do a really good job continuing to move your feet behind the net and then coming. This is key because you don't want to come up this way, especially if this ends up being a battle lost. You want to be in another opportunity to possibly take that puck away from the opponent. You continue to come up the ice in the middle and then great positioning. I would say maybe even stop here. Depending if you win that puck, now you have a lane to get to the net and get that puck. If you lose that puck, you have an angle to then press onto the puck. Okay, which you recognize you need to help there. You do. You stay on it. Stay on it. And again, we're just talking about possession with the puck. All right, although you did not necessarily win this clean or anything, look, it's still in the offensive zone. We're probably 20 or 30 seconds now. Other team is getting tired defensively. If you can get a positive change, all right, you get a great scoring chance here. Your line mate does. Then you back check through, and you almost get that puck. All right, and you stay relentless on it. That's just a really good effort shift, position shift. All right, a lot of good stuff there. And again, I think you were in their offensive zone for about 30 seconds. You got a good scoring chance. All right, and then you were able to back check all the way back. Good job there. All right, but a little bit of a breakout situation. Okay, you can see that D is skating the ice. All right, and you kind of take this, you kind of just belly out, so you're coming back in here. All right, I think you're okay. And probably the best option is to push out here. Give that backhand option. She can pass it right to your backhand. Then you just put it on your forehand and you can continue to skate up the ice. If you take this route, if you know your center's complete not there, that's different. But you also, if you took that path, you would want to be even with her like the center. If you're up ice, you probably want to give her that option. And if you do end up stopping at the far blue line, that offensive player can kind of take that middle of the ice, draw to the defender, and then give it to you. Whereas the opposite would happen. So let's say you come to the middle, that D is probably always going to stay with you. You're going to have to hit the brakes at the far blue line, all right, and then that D is still in really good position to play the puck carrier on the outside of the ice. That's a little bit of a confusing play, but I hope that makes sense. All right, so I would go up here. If you get to a point where you're kind of, you can push this D back, and then if you get to the far blue line, you can just stop and face the puck carrier, or as you're going up the ice, you can pivot backwards, give a backhand or a forehand target. If you're over the red line and she passes it to you, you can just tip it in, and then your other players with speed can go in and forecheck it. This is kind of a unique situation, but I'm kind of glad I saw it so I can explain it to you. So, for example, I think that would be an easier pass now if you were here for her to get that to you. And that D would be taking a pretty good risk if she stopped to try and get up there just from a gap standpoint. All right, so then it works out. You get the puck. All right, this is a tough situation because she's like just the way that the puck was bobbling it. You really don't have an angle on the puck. So I think your two best options are either chip it in the corner so you can go get it, or hopefully someone else is forechecking. That's probably the safer option just because you are, coaches tend to think this 5 feet before and after the blue line is just a crucial place to take care of the puck, to try and get pucks in and out of the zone depending on if you're on offense or defense, and usually from a transition point if it's going back the other way. But also, I think the other option besides chipping it is just turning your body and protecting it, and then waiting to see, can you skate it? Do you have to chip it in the corner? that just gives your line mates a little bit more time to come help and support, and you a little bit more time and space to make a play. Okay, good read here. Your F3. Okay, you kind of see there's an opportunity to get to the net. All right, and you drive there. Good work there. All right, good job here. You're right here, so your job is to fight through here. If they win a puck here, you're there. If there's a loose puck here, you can come in and help there. You know, you're really taking care of that left side of the ice on this face-off. Okay, you guys end up actually losing it, but you do a good job moving your feet. All right, immediately you kind of take a couple steps up ice. All right, you can see how that draws the D to the middle. All right, if you can, try and keep 2 hands on your stick, just because if this D recognizes that you have one hand on your stick, she might stop and step up on that and take the puck. But if you have 2 hands on your stick and she stops and does that, then you can easily just evade her. All right, you read that play, find space on the outside, force this D to pivot. Okay, so in this situation, she's not in a good situation, because anytime you get a D to have to take lateral steps at you when you're moving up ice, that's a good thing. That's what you want to create. All right, so you can kind of see that you have a little advantage here. All right, what I would recommend here, I mean, this might be a penalty as it is, but if you can chip it right here to where this linesman is, or this ref, okay, you clearly have more speed. She's having to move laterally. The only chance she has is basically to step in front of you. Now, if she steps in front of you and takes the puck, I would consider that probably a legal play. But if you chip it up, you have that speed. Now the only way she can stop you is essentially by interfering with you, by stepping in front of you. Okay, and then if she makes any contact with you, continue to move your feet, you'll draw a penalty. All right, so I hope that makes sense. So what happens is she's able to kind of, effectively angle you off and take you out so you can't skate. The puck goes here. You just want to chip it there so you can skate for that. Okay, just a quick reminder in your D zone. Okay, good job hard coming out to that puck. Okay, as soon as that puck is moved, you can see how this player is moving forward. You want to make sure you stop and get steps inside. If you circle here in a situation like this against a very good team or smart players, they'll grab this puck, this D or F3 will jump into this hole, and she'll be able to beat you back to that. You just want to make sure, or especially that happens on the PKs too, on power play situations. So just make sure you stop here, get right back in, and then you can kind of see how it sets up for other things, because she ends up turning over the puck. Okay, and now you're kind of in this lane, and you see how you guys are together. You just want to make sure that the center's taking a lane, that wing's in a lane, and then you're in a lane too. And if she needs to come across, then maybe you can fill or switch lanes. But initially, that if you would have stopped here and then kind of read that play, now you're occupying that ice. So I think what happens is she goes for a change, but you can kind of see how you want to be a little bit farther apart. All right, and then when you get to the blue line, or this D makes a move, she can either chip it to you so you can skate onto it, or maybe she just cheats and you can make a direct pass. All right, so just a little bit more distance there. She ends up skating in front of you to try and drop it. All right, and then I can't really see what happens here, but let's just go over our options. Okay, a little bit of an awkward play for her to drop it there. Okay, I think the biggest thing through this video, did a lot of really good things. You kind of expose the puck. I think you're trying to back up here, which is a really smart play and a great play. All right, but what might be easier is you read that pressure, you turn, protect that puck, and then bump it up with your forehand or off the wall there, or continue to skate like that escape turn, the first clip, all right, or something like that. So, but what I like is, I think there's a big difference between this video and videos I've seen in the past, again, of another step of you being comfortable holding on the puck. The escape turn was great. F3, you read that going to the net, keeping that stick on the ice, fighting for loose pucks. You know, D zone positioning was pretty solid. You had the puck a lot more in the offensive zone. And even this play, like, you end up falling, like you're battling for the puck. Okay, the play didn't work out, but you're battling, trying to protect the puck, trying to fight for the puck, battling. Okay, so what do they get out of that? They have the puck here. Not a great opportunity. You have another opportunity, or your line mates do, to forecheck to keep this in the zone. Lots of good possession has been created in the offensive zone, tiring out the defense. All right, and now because of that, you have time to change, and they don't really get anything. So, really good video. Keep it up. Good luck this weekend. Reach out if you have any questions. All right, go win a championship. Have fun. Thanks.